All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 3, Episode 46. Dun 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 dun.
Dio is coming.
Dio. Dio.
And yeah.
Oh, he's terrifying.
Yes.
He is so terrifying.
And his stand is just a bit OP, but thankfully it does have some weaknesses that hopefully they can exploit.
The 10-meter range, the melee attacks and techniques, the fact that... at the very least, they're kind of used to seeing a similar stand like this in Star Platinum and how it would move.
Right.
So maybe Kakyoin is thinking up like, okay, based on, that kind of a melee, extremely powerful stand, we need to figure out a way to make the stand essentially be, revealed for what it can do
exactly.
and what its limitations are.
Yeah, maybe just manage it because they can kite it and stay away from it, and then sort of figure out what its weaknesses are and... Yeah.
Right.
But, oh boy.
Yeah.
They're in trouble, though.
And yeah, that's the issue, though. Regardless of what kind of trap or what kind of plan or what kind of way they have to essentially gain information here, there's a huge element of risk because... in order to test something's limitations, you need to prod at it.
Right.
You need to essentially go, is this too far? Is this too close? Is this too... And
that can go badly.
And that can go very badly. We saw how close Polnareff was to dying earlier.
Yeah.
So, this is going to get crazy, y'all. Like, this...
Yep.
But we're hyped.
Amazing.
We're hyped. They're in two squads. The party is split, but I'm assuming that essentially there's going to be some pre-communication with regards to Jotaro
they
being
have a plan.
Polnareff.
Yeah.
So, hopefully this works out. So, guys, without further ado, let's get into this now. Thanks for the camera.
Yep. Two tentacle people together. It's a good combo.
Okay. All right.
Nani?
That's awesome.
I love it.
That's legit. All right. Uh-oh. Sudden flashback.
Okay.
Oh. Sarah's exactly like when you was young. Probably not. No.
父には母がいる。自分は違う。テレビに出ている人とかロックスターはきっと何万人といるんだろうな。自分は違う。
Jeez.
自分にはきっと一生誰一人として現れないだろう。真に気持ちが通うはずがない。ジョースターさん、ジョータロウ、ポルナレフ、アブドゥル。
Jeez, this guy. This is like, yeah.
This is scary.
I know.
敵が一致した初めての仲間だったからだ。
Save the hot mom.
この旅、数十日の間だったが、気持ちが通い合っていた仲間だったからだ。
Wow. All right.
弱ばき、倒すため、完璧
Oh.
にしてやろう。
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
I like this. Perception. Like as long as you get a couple seconds of just surprise,
But that's very scary because
I know this
if
is
the stealth fails then
No, totally. But the thing that's really good about this is that Kakyoin is getting the sudden characterization on the side character equals horrible tragic death, But he's doing something that there's no immediate. Like, this is classic JoJo's, the thing that you cannot see. And if he can make his stand be invisible to everyone, I mean, that could be really good. I mean...
It could be, but if Dio detects it, then...
Last page. Sono kobushi wo takakikome. End of the world. Sono chi o kyoku. Dio's World Part 2.
All right. They're a ways behind.
Yeah, that's actually a problem. Whoa! Oh!
No way!
Nice!
How? Is it just using like super tiny little tentacles?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's dangerous.
Dang. Ooh. Whoa.
Tentacle powers.
Tentacle
are OP.
powers are always OP.
Yep.
Oh my god.
そうだされるハイエロファントの結界はすでに
Nice.
計20メートル
But don't those connect back to Hierophant?
ザワールドの動きも手に取るように探知できる
But I think he's not worried about the damage you do to any individual spot because they represent a very small part of his body.
But what if he just grabbed it and
Yes,
yanked?
but it would take a long time to
Good
translate
point.
all of it. So they basically have a movement, detection system.
計20メートルエメラルドスプラッシュを間抜けな知るがいいディオスタンドザ・ワールド
Oh!
歌教員
Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh! Oh!
Oh, this is bad.
No chance at all.
5時15分
Oh. Oh.
If they're going by the clock, then that
Yeah.
probably means if
Yeah.
they brought that up, that probably
Yeah.
means he stopped time.
Yep.
心配か
But if
Buddy.
教員則明が最後に思う
Final thoughts. Oh,
日本
come
にいる両
on.
親のことではなく
Oh.
結界はディオによって全部一度に同時
Okay.
に切断された
I can't die.
なぜ一
Yeah.
分ではなく少しの時間差もなく
Right. So he stopped
Yeah,
time.
he manipulated time, yeah. Yeah.
20メートルの
Yeah.
How are they gonna beat this?
There's
How?
there's no way.
Yeah.
なぜ歌教員このままではまずいラビット
Oh no 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 no.
Oh! Oh, crap, please run, Joseph!
Run.
No!
Secret technique time.
Secret technique! Yeah. I'm sorry. We gotta leave you, Kakyoin. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yep. You're smart. You're
Yeah.
smart, buddy.
Uh-huh.
You're smart, buddy. Oh, no way. He had one at the clock's hand. Oh my god, you genius. He's
Right,
a genius.
because the clock's hand was moving. Yeah. So
Yeah.
so he could
Wow.
detect it.
Oh man, his final. Oh.
このまま
I mean, we knew people were gonna die, but
But-
負けて
like this, yeah.
よくも歌教員をその体
Yeah, for Granny Arena. Don't you talk? Come on. Oh.
No.
Oh, that's it. He's gone. Oh.
ジョセフ・ジョースター
That was all he could do to tell them.
Yeah.
Joseph, please divine that. Please clue in. You can't beat this. You need to run. I feel sick because I feel like I can handle Kakyoin dying, but if Joseph dies, I'm
本校へ
okay. Good. And he's not talking out loud.
Come on.
伝えたい
Destroyed the clock.
Right.
数値
He's conquered
Yeah.
time. That's
Right.
that's-
He's destroyed
yes.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, they're really rubbing this in, aren't they?
Yeah.
I didn't even have time to like build up emotion. Like he was just
Right there.
dead immediately. Like
歌教員則明死亡
Okay. Whoa.
No, that's
no.
not gonna work.
Oh, Hammond. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh my god, oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, you have to stay
Run.
at range.
Run. Come on. You can figure it out.
Yeah.
何を言いたかったのだ
Okay, good.
Yeah, all right.
Group up,
Go.
Oh, Jotaro's gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
Yeah, he didn't try to shoot Dio.
right. And stop the clock.
Did you hear the ticking?
Yeah.
Yes. He figured it out.
ザ・ワールドの正体というのは時を止める能力だったのか
Oh, that smile. He confirmed it. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh.
Okay, this music is absolutely amazing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And as long as he stays within 10 meters of his stand, then it's fine. Because the 10-meter range doesn't mean jack if you can stop time.
Yeah. Well, we don't know if the whole world is stopped right
Well,
now.
it seems so because it was outside of the 10-meter range at least.
Yeah.
死ねい佳境へ
Oh. Oh. Jeez. This is so epic and yet
Yeah.
so disheartening.
Why didn't he kill Joseph too?
佳境へ
I have no idea.
There would have to be some kind of limitation even on the time stopping. Otherwise,
Oh my god. Oh, we're still going.
yeah.
Run. Like, Dio has to make mistakes. Like, it's
Right.
not about them having good plans. It's about Dio screwing up.
わしにはパニックと
Okay.
Either
All right.
that, or there needs to be some limitation on him stopping time.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh. Whoa.
like a cooldown or some time or limitation of how long you can have time
Oh, I
stopped.
think it's a
or-
cooldown. That's probably what it has to
Yeah, because otherwise,
be. What just happened?
体に波紋を流しガードしているな波紋入りハーミットパープルを高圧電線の
Oh.
に巻
He
き
was gonna rebound it back at him really hard.
だな
Oh.
お前は時を止めると言っても
Okay.
こんな短い時間しか止めていられないようだなほんの3秒か4秒だけじゃろう長時間止めていられるのなら
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's true.
この中ですでに一気に全滅していたはずだ
I mean, that's still a big assumption, though. That's all it is.
yeah.
教員の死は無駄にはしない
Oh
Then
my
make
god.
sure you
all
tell
right.
Jotaro and Polnareff too.
He's talking. This is him
Right,
stalling. He's
uh-huh.
working it here.
貴様の波紋に何があったというハーミットパープルアンドハーモン
Ooh.
Crap. Yeah, tentacles. All right. Oh, okay. All right. Regular people. Oh. Wow. He fell and survived, you know. Oh, okay, good.
All right.
下がってろわしの方へ来るんじゃない
No.
翔太郎
No.
ところに
Oh,
Is
this
he gonna
is
make it
it.
so that he has to use the time stop on Joseph?
Yep.
So that
yep,
then-
Yep.
はジョセフ
Oh.
Okay, he told him.
スタンドなんザ・ワールド
Oh my god. Oh, that effect is so awesome. Oh no, crap. No, Joe.
He can't run away.
You dick.
And now I'm going to waste it talking.
I hope so. Oh my
course.
god, you dick.
Oh,
今では5秒は止めている
5 seconds.
Oh crap.
5秒と考えるのはおかしいが
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
Oh god. No.
Come on, come on.
No.
君だだんだん長く時間を
Oh.
Come on.
おっとジョセフ波紋で全身
This is way more than 5 seconds, though. Come on.
波紋
Yeah, talking is a free action. JoJo's. Oh, he.
無駄無駄
Oh!
Okay.
He could survive
He
that.
could survive that. Like, this is JoJo's. Like,
What's that thing where they have to like punch a hole in your throat in order for you to be able to breathe? You know.
this episode's still going. Oh my god. Oh.
翔太郎奴に近づくな
Oh, he's dying. He's dying. Dio's just drinking this in. He's. Beat his ass. Beat his ass.
Loving shit
Beat
out
his
of you.
ass. All right, JoJo.
But it hasn't said that Joseph's died yet, so
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true.
say that.
That's true.
say that. Wait, maybe this is Joseph all playing a trick.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it.
なきゃてめえをぶち
Yes.
分近づく
Oh my god, this is so epic. This is so epic. And Dio's like letting him come close. Oh! Oh! Oh!
おい呪いザ・ワールドは最強のスタンドだ時間を止めずともスピードとパワーとてお前のスタープラチナ
Oh, no, no, no.
俺のスタープラチナと同じ
They are just like Dio is so I hope his arrogance comes back to bite him.
Yeah, it will.
He is,
It will
he is
so bad.
dicking around way too much right here.
Yeah.
2万円もしたズボンが破れ
Oh! 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 Jeez! Oh, he made him bleed. Oh! Jeez!
死の速さ比べか
Who's attack rush?
Oh man. Oh.
Oh my god, finally end the episode.
They did not say that Joseph has died.
They
though.
didn't.
They
They
did
didn't.
not.
That was
And
a
here's
very
the
clear
thing.
distinction.
Here's the thing. The
Joseph
world is
used play
distracted.
dead. It's
Used
super
play dead.
effective.
He could hermit Purple Hammond Dio while Dio's distracted.
Oh my God.
With the world fighting Star Platinum, and Polnareff's still out there, and you know that Polnareff can like never
Kakyoin
get-
got like Thanos.
Yeah,
like it
like-
wasn't even a thing. He was just like, oh, Kakyoin, and
not even tentacle power.
not even tentacle powers.
That, although I call absolute BS on Dio's 5 seconds.
Okay, well here's the thing. When your time is stopped, there is no time.
No,
right?
I know, but he addressed that, and he's like, even though it doesn't make sense for there to be 5 seconds
know.
when time stopped, still 5 seconds. But
So in his perspective, he, can able talk at whatever speed he wants to talk down to
I mean, I
us, the
suppose he's a
audience.
vampire and he's very fast, but still. Oh boy.
How did they win? How did they win?
The fact
Like-
that there needs to be some sort of cooldown in addition to the 5 second time limit. Otherwise, he could just 5 seconds, a millisecond. Apart, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe he has to actually say the world.
and maybe he has to do some kind of hand motion thing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Kakyoin is super
dead.
dead. And the thing is that I feel so bad saying this, but like it doesn't even. But it's not even a blip on my radar to me
I know,
compared to
I know,
Joseph.
I
Because
know,
the thing is
I know.
that I had always suspected that Joseph would go out some way like this. He would basically provide some
Right.
ample
Yeah.
like tactic,
Yep.
information, and
Yep.
or
Yep.
like
Yep.
stratagem, and then he would die. And
Yeah.
now it's basically that. But the thing is they're even teasing us more because it's like, no, Joseph didn't get the Joseph has died title
Right.
card thing. So
But-
he's doing some kind of play dead
Right,
thing
like
by like
maybe-
disintegrating his stand intentionally.
But okay, what if he used Hermit Purple to wrap it around his throat to staunch the bleeding?
Okay.
What if he could do that?
Tentacle powers are OP. Let's think about
Right.
this. So what you would need is to go inside the wound.
Oh yeah, that'd be even better. He could put some tentacles inside it.
Yeah. To plug it up not only around the exit point, but the arteries or whatever had
The
been
internal,
damaged
so
there.
that you don't just drown in your own blood.
And this is the other thing. Hamon, if I remember correctly, could be used to speed up the human healing process, right?
That's true.
So if there's some way that he could mojo it with his stand to channel it more intensely directly to there, he might not heal himself, but he might be able to stave off death long enough to be able to pull off something pretty important later.
Because the thing is, the wound that he took, it's bad.
It's really
bad. But it's
bad.
not an insta-lethal. Like, there's technically no internal organs that were irreversibly
It's
damaged.
blood loss. He would die from blood loss.
Blood loss and or potentially just drowning in his own blood.
Yeah.
So if he can stop the bleeding, he should be okay because, again, it's the whole opening the throat, like opening down here in case the throat gets blocked. That's the thing that doctors sometimes do. So
the thing that worries me, though, is he said that he needs to take more of the Joestar blood in order to further make himself more connected to the body of Jonathan.
Yeah.
Because the wound is interfering in some way.
Right.
And this ties back to the whole thing of way back when about Jonathan's body rejecting him, which I love because think about this poetically.
It's all the JoJos.
All the JoJos, all the Joestars are fighting Dio right now.
Yep.
Joseph gave the information to Jotaro.
And can I say that Hermit Purple Hamon underneath the clothes?
That is some genius next level Joseph stuff.
And the fact that Joseph was completely casual,
oh no, thinking I'm dead now, and Dio's like, wait
a
you
minute,
little bastard.
Joseph's like, I see you are a man of cleverness as well.
The thing that's great about this, though, is that it somehow reveals that while Hermit Purple is not a strong stand, the ability to put Hamon at range could be important
helpful
later.
And the thing is that since he's down, but he's not dead necessarily, because they didn't say he was dead.
Right.
Then he could surprise Dio and charge him full of Hamon.
Yep.
And that would be awesome.
Right.
That would be so amazing.
Imagine the whole thing of Hierophant Green snaking its way invisibly towards Dio.
Yep.
Grabbing his leg and then Hamon channeling through it, but instead it's Hermit Purple in that case.
Right. And
Hermit Purple has been known to do some sneaky tentacle things with the whole younger Darby brother.
Right.
So we could see some really underhanded tricks from
and if
from
it just
Joseph.
grabs the leg, I mean, that could work because that's in the least amount of field of vision, but he could get the throat too.
Oh, he could do a lot, but the thing I have a problem with here is that Dio's power is increasing.
Yes.
At least not not in real time, but
not in combat,
but it has been.
Right. And the thing
that's terrifying.
And the idea that he could still just kill Jotaro whenever he wants if he assuming that it's not some crazy cooldown, because it could be. It could be, and he's just playing it off because Dio is a schemer. But barring
that's
that,
a good point,
and he's just saying oh yes, I'm actually just going to test out.
He needs
this
60
inferior
seconds
stand.
or something before he can use it again.
Yeah.
Or depending on how much he does within it, how much he moves, it could increase his cooldown.
Because here's the thing: if he had the 5-second, thing, he should have been able to kill them all, no matter what, if there wasn't some sort of cooldown.
way back when.
Because you could just do it every millisecond or something, or just be constantly doing it as much as possible. And I guess that would be revealing it, but still, they would all be dead by now. So
what I think is the real problem with Dio is that there's a blend of arrogance in here that's it's really strong. But if you think about this from Dio's perspective, he's still one person.
Right.
And if you think about the intellectual capacity of the Joe Bros, it spikes at extremes, and Dio
maybe
has
not with
heard
Polnareff, but
no, maybe not with Polnareff, but he has probably heard stories of ass pulls essentially that the Joe Bros have done, and he's like, I'm going to systematically destroy them one at a time. One at a time. When I have them in a coup de grace instant kill, I will do that. But the thing is that I think his arrogance is going to be his undoing. That's really the only weakness he has right now. A stand that can stop time Okay,
we've talked about this
we've been
before.
talking about this for a while now.
No, but even before we watched JoJo's, when
any kind of time manipulation.
Any kind of time manipulation is the most busted power there is. And even if you can't travel like forwards or backwards, just being able to stop time means you win. Because if there is a way to kill the person, then you can kill them during that time.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
this is an example of where we've gone very close to taking away Dio's hit points. Like that's how powerful.
Yep. And he's already a vampire. Like he can already regenerate and stuff. So, Yeah,
they need to not just like
they need to Hamon tap him.
They need to cut off his head and hem on the head. Like that's how bad this is.
Maybe that's why Joseph hasn't died yet. Is because until he charges him with Hamon.
But actually, that might be a good point. He intentionally left Joseph alive, though. He basically put Joseph out of commission to drain him later. Yep. There's nothing about this that says that the blood has to be from a living person. If anything, I would want. I would want Joseph immediately out of the fight, and I would not want to pulverize his body. Basically, I wouldn't want to.
Make it easier to drink the blood,
like he did with the cat, basically.
And of course, Dio would kill the cat. Of course, Dio would
punk the cat like that
and kill the people and stuff and everything. Because now,
I gotta say though, the flair of Dio in the last couple episodes has been awesome. It's 10 out of 10.
Like in the effect of when he stops time, it's so cool.
Oh
and the
my
sound
god!
Effect,
the sound effect, I think, is the best part. The effect,
color shift is really good too.
Yeah, it seems very JoJo's. It seems as expected, but the sound is like, yo, that's legit, and it's just like this.
Yeah,
it even sounds like it's time stopping.
Well, but wasn't that? Wasn't that just something that they did when Kakyoin started to figure it out with the clock? They didn't actually do it with that with Dio.
No. What they did was that was when Joseph was thinking about it, and then the clock tick tick, and it stopped, and that was when he clued in and figured it out.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So they gave us sudden characterization of the backstory
for Kakyoin
for the secondary character, which means horrible tragic death.
Yeah.
It's classic, and
the thing is the thing that makes it rough though is that because Polnareff exists, Polnareff is kind of like that. And maybe that's one of the reasons he is so lucky and he hasn't died, is because he's Araki's way of basically making us hold out hope.
Oh, sure.
That there could always be some asshole that makes the Joe Bros be okay.
Yeah, something that just comes out of nowhere.
Exactly.
That gives them the edge here. Because Kakyoin logicked this out. He did a good job. I love the idea of sequentially sensing the breaking of the barriers, which would then give him an idea of the speed at which he could move, the direction which he could move, the ability to understand whether or not he was attacking from multiple directions and angles.
And I love that he ended up detecting the movement of the clock hand.
Yeah,
with the tentacle.
He said it there intentionally.
Well,
so he wanted to measure the time, because that's another way he can measure time and guarantee it. Because he can take the distance
possibly.
that the clock hand travels.
I wouldn't be the way they set it up though, and I'm not sure if it's something where the tentacles themselves had to be touched in order for the detection to happen.
Right.
Kind of like with Joseph, for instance, he had Hermit Purple all over his chest, but Dio still could have just pummeled the crap out of his face, right?
Right. The question
little
though is
things like that, and it's like,
well, yeah, I think that was more of a thing of like. The stand has charged his body with Hamon.
Sure,
like his whole body.
Right, but in the case of Kakyoin, he said that anything within the field I can detect. Now, with the tentacles that he had, that didn't cover everything. Those are just, if Dio wanted to, he could have just weaved in between.
Right.
Dio's too proud to do that, probably, but still, it's not absolute. So the fact that he was detecting the clock hand, it makes me wonder if it was actually something where,
Jesus.
Wow.
All right. Well,
anyways, if it was something where he could actually detect stuff beyond just the tentacle itself.
Yeah. So I think we also might have been able to understand it better if we kind of avoid going into the specifics of what he meant by within the field, because that could also mean that everything not touching as well. So
Yeah.
Kakyoin figured it out, and he accounted for a lot of variables.
Yep.
And he did well. And because he is who he is, and he's probably the best stand user. Like, he knows how to use his stand best, probably.
Sure, he's probably all the smartest
Jobros.
All of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think Jotaro, he's got
Joseph.
the rule of cool. Well, I think Joseph doesn't have as much opportunity to use his stand.
Right, yeah.
So it's more of a thing that, of course, Joseph's smart. But I think what they were trying to say is Kakyoin had his stand and only his stand for his whole life.
Oh, yeah.
And that was his only friend. So he, the stands don't talk.
Nope.
It's just an extension of your soul, yourself. So he basically, only had himself, so he spent his time trying to understand himself. So he became a very logical, I'd say, balanced person. Like, Kakyoin, if you think about all the craziness that is kind of egos and problems that the other Jobros have.
He doesn't really have those.
Yeah, Kakyoin seems pretty chill. Like,
he just needs to impress that hot mom,
Oh my gosh.
when he returns. But now he's not going to return.
Abdul, in some ways, didn't have as many...
most level-headed.
The other level-headed person, but he was terrified of Dio. And
yes.
I really think that there would have been a cool moment of characterization if he made it to this point and the fear hit him again.
Yeah.
Because I think he was the most affected by it because he wasn't under the mind control when he experienced Dio's presence.
Right.
And Polnareff, let's we give him crap and stuff, but he faced down Dio.
Yeah.
Alone.
Say what you will about Polnareff maybe being stupid,
but
he is
stupidity
not a coward.
Yes, stupidity has a little bit of a helping in for courageous people, you know?
Yeah.
It's 1 part brave, 3 parts fool, you know?
Only good line to come out of that movie.
Only good line to come out of that movie, indeed. But Kakyoin also put his life on the line to figure this out. Like, I like to imagine that if Dio struck just the barrier parts, because he's able to disseminate his stand, but put his stand out to such a large field of area, that would be like him getting a pinch on his thigh or something like that by breaking that, because the damage translates back to the user. But like, that's like, who cares? Okay,
exactly.
Awesome. So this is also partially due to splitting the party, but I do think actually that if they hadn't split the party,
it would have been worse.
It might have been worse.
Yeah,
because then he could have hit more people.
Right, they wouldn't have necessarily had to make so many sacrifices to make sure that the information was spread.
Yeah,
but Dio could have hit a lot more people. So, yeah.
We need to surprise attack Dio. Like, we need a surprise round where we can jump in and deal 1 massive hit of damage, and then maybe his physical ability translates to the stand's capacity. This is my one thing that I feel like will be important here. He's just bragging right now. He is ego tripping so hard right now because he's like, oh my god, he's like, I'm actually unstoppable. Like, imagine how Dio must feel right now. He's like, I've been training and dealing with these Jobros for so long, sending out people, and they just keep punking them like they're nothing. Now you even killed Vanilla Ice. All right. It's my turn. I have my OP abilities. Time to flex on these fools, and he does it, and he kills at least one of them, potentially a second one. And now the main one is here, and he's like, hey, guess who I hard counter? You. Let's do this.
Right, because, And
I love how he's like, Polnareff is probably hiding around here somewhere, waiting for like a moment. Jotaro's probably like, all right, I have a signal. Once you do it, you take his head off as fast as you can.
The signal is, yada yada does it. When I grab my hat, that's your signal to go. Yeah, but
oh no, you know what it's gonna be?
What?
He's gonna chuck his hat to the ground in like rage, and that's when Polnareff's gonna move. Oh man, I can't wait to see 2 stands going at Dio, and they find some way to understand that there's more limitations on the time manipulation.
Right, because the cooldown thing, that is a very real thing. Like, I will be kind of disappointed if they don't have something along the lines of cooldown, or that he has to do something to trigger it, or something like that.
Why do cooldowns exist? It's because there's a physical toll it takes, and you need basically energy to do it.
Sure.
So what it might be is also that his physical capacity, he's a vampire, so he has like unlimited stamina, unlimited strength, or whatever, but what if the thing is that he can actually like weaken Dio or make him exhaust himself enough that he's not able to do it just in reflex. I think that's probably what Dio's doing right here. Is actually like, okay, let's see if I have anything physically to worry about from Star Platinum and Jotaro. Once he realizes he doesn't have to save his ability in a reflexive way.
Sure.
Because that's probably the strongest thing, is to wait until they overexpose themselves.
Right.
Boom.
Like what Kakyoin
and then just
did.
kill them all. You know?
That's one of the things. Okay. The shot where Dio approaches and Kakyoin's waiting there.
Oh, yeah.
And there's all the Hierophant green tentacles and stuff. Because here's the thing. Kakyoin's smart.
Mm-hmm.
Polnareff facing off against Dio, well, that's Polnareff, right?
Yeah. The gods of luck need to save him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Kakyoin facing off against Dio by himself,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So MVP goes to Kakyoin with definite side. MVP goes to Joseph.
Yeah.
And then for style, holy crap, Dio,
like,
and the world
too. Oh yeah, and
the world. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a line that you said a while back about how the idea of time manipulation just being kind of boring? Like, it makes fights not interesting.
Because if you have it, then you win.
Right.
Like, because I mean, think about it. Like,
look at this though.
But again, the only reason that there is even a fight here is one, because Dio is testing. You know, he's purposely fighting at a lower level, as far as we know.
Yeah.
And then when he did fight people, it was just they're dead.
Yeah.
You know, with the exception being Joseph, because Joseph is very clever, and he could have died there. He very well could have.
I love the idea that Joseph was willing to go out in a blaze of Hamon glory. Like, he's like, touch me. Touch me. Touch me.
Touch me harder.
Touch me harder. Nice reference. That was great. But oh man. Okay, if Joseph survives, he is going to wait probably for their fight to leave the area.
Okay.
And
assuming he doesn't get a sneak attack on Dio.
Assuming he doesn't get a sneak attack on Dio. But what I think he's going to do is he's going to leave this area and he's going to go prep something. And he's going to like set a trap specifically. And then he's going to specifically like bring like Jotaro and Dio to this trap, and either that's where he's going to die, or that's where they're going to find a way to actually like circumvent this whole thing. Because here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
And the one to end it all will be Star Platinum. We have not been lied to. There's no way. There's no way this is all going to end with Dio winning. The way it could end, and it would suck, is that everyone but Jotaro dies.
But Jotaro has not spread his seed, so
he has to live. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. How are they going to do this? I don't know, but we've seen some crazy stuff that these Jobros have pulled off.
And they've
pulled off some crazy stuff. And here's my hope. It's all going to boil down to actually reaction time. Is that Dio might be able to stop time and manipulate time and stuff like that. But how fast can he actually react? How fast can he do that kind of stuff?
Yep.
I'm sure with being, an immortal vampire and stuff, it's pretty crazy. But I want to see some sequential, like, tempo, perfect 1, 2, 3 combo attacks from the 3 remaining Jobros.
And then, of course, Star Platinum being the final.
Yeah, I want to see some aura pulverizing. Pulverizing. Oh,
the fact though that we got aura versus Muda.
That was so funny.
That was great.
What was that? Like,
that was excellent.
When do we see which of our battle rushes is faster? I'm like, oh my god, Dio! Like, Dio, you are too much, man. You're too much. And so we have this like, like. What?
As far as reasons and ways to do we punch each other, we're punching so fast it's just a blur of punches, and make it actually work.
And make us actually enjoy it.
Yeah, like that.
I hate usually those repeated animation, stupid
especially
Dragon
when
Ball
it's
Z.
especially when it's like their fists punching each other, and they even did that here. But it works. It works
so well.
But,
Style will always carry a goofy aspect of a JoJo's fight.
Right. I mean, JoJo's is all about the style.
And all about the goofiness, for sure. Yeah. But the thing that I can't praise enough what they're balancing here is the terror that Dio represents.
Yes.
And the goofy and the style.
Right.
Because somehow they made a stand that makes all the other enemy stands that they've put thus far, even though the power is OP, I'm not talking about that. The style of this stand actually be legitimately amazing. Because if they just made him be like, bloop, and he just, and then pops over here and stuff, it's like, oh my god, like, why? I get that would be funny, but no, we have this like
hypersonic
Zawaldo, and then it's like what? That is so freaking cool. Like, okay, I don't have any intelligent things to discuss anymore.
Watch, Dio actually has someone that's like hidden somewhere else that has like a synth machine, I mean, I would not put it past Dio, but yeah.
Maybe when he like lifts his hands like that, that's actually
it has like something in his
thing that's attached to his suit or
and
whatever.
And he spent this entire time that he's been hiding out in Egypt and setting up this sound system. Just
wait a minute.
What?
Dio's color scheme:
red and gold.
Red and gold. Mm-hmm. But
blood and his stand.
Yeah, but his stand
is gold.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there a thing in the opening of the first opening of part 3?
Okay.
There was something. Yeah, I remember now. Okay, there was a part in the opening where there was like this yellow thing circling, I think, Jotaro and Star Platinum, and they're purple.
Really?
And there was like this yellow like energy coming off it, very similar to Dio's like yellow flames, gold flames coming off him. So I think we've been getting like hints about this like since like forever ago.
Wow.
Like, I think that's the last intelligent thing that I might be able to say to this discussion. Do you have anything else? Because I'm freaking done.
Go away.
This is amazing. Yeah, this is so good.
And Kakyoin's dead.
Like, I gotta say, like, I'm so hyped, and I feel bad for everyone that but it's cried way more with Kakyoin and stuff. It's nothing to do with him not getting characterization or anything. It was just so sudden.
Yeah,
like whereas my terror overcame my sadness.
Iggy was like, or no, Abdul was sudden. Abdul was sudden, but like Iggy and Polnareff, that whole thing there, that was they dragged that one out.
Right, but that was also at the end of episodes. Mm-hmm. This was in the beginning, like the beginning middle. Yeah. Like
the thing is that it's like Kakyoin's dead. No, that's not good. But then we're just thinking, okay, now please
understand.
Don't kill Joseph.
Yeah, we went immediately to oh God, please don't kill Joseph.
So
Joseph's quick thinking really did save everything.
I love that even though he's old and his actual contributions,
are usually pretty low.
Pretty low. He still is Joseph.
He's still Joseph, man. Like, you can't underestimate Joseph. Now
I love it so much.
Now they could kill him. They could kill Joseph still.
Yeah.
I want him to pull off some little shenanigans.
Yeah, and have it work to some degry.
I mean, I don't think it has to work.
No, not completely. But the thing is like, even if it just gives Jotaro and Star Platinum the opening, to be able to go after Dio. But yeah.
All right, guys. Love you all.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the reaction and discussion so far. This is nuts. This is crazy. But yeah. If you want to see the next crazy, probably episode's reaction and discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, where you can chat with us about the absolute madness that is this show and other shows, or just stories in general, or whatever. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.